Hi guys, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to go through my 10 items that I take with me when I go on a day hike or just hiking. I hiked here today. It was a nice walk and I'm just going to go through some of the things that I carried with me. So this is the rucksack I used today. It's quite new, I haven't used it loads. It's the Osprey Aura 65 litre. So it's really good for like hiking and carrying all your gear that you need for camping. It's really comfortable. It's really good women's fit. I walked about 8 to 9 miles and it was really comfy. Here is my 10 items that I kind of take with me and I'll just go through them now. So first up is hydration. So whether you're carrying a bottle or one of these bladders, you always should carry water with you or some sort of liquid to hydrate yourself. You're meant to drink about 4 litres a day, and that's without doing exercise, so obviously you have to drink more. And depending on the weather and how hot it is, so it's been really hot today, so I carried one of these, which is like 3 litres, and I also took a big bottle with me. These are great to use. Obviously you thread it through your rucksack and you can drink while you're walking along, and it's just really easy and simple, and they fit nicely inside your bag, and you can keep refilling them when you get to checkpoints or places where you can refill. The next item is navigation, so you should always carry a compass and a map with you. I've got a Suunto compass, which has the bevel and also the mirror on it. So it's really good for leapfrogging and doing coordinates and things like that. And then you should take a map of the area you're going to be walking. Yeah, so it's really good to rely on, have a map and compass with you when you're hiking. Next item is first aid. So this is a homemade first aid kit. So I've just got everything that I need and put it in this little bag. You should always take this when you go anywhere really that's outdoors and that you don't have access to any shops or other places. Obviously for hiking, maybe you should consider putting them hydration tablets in, because sometimes you can get really dehydrated, so it's good to add them in there. Next one is combustion, so you should take something that you can start your fire with. So here I've got matches and a lighter. For hiking you don't really want to carry a ferro rod, it's quite bulky and heavy, so it's best to keep it light with lighters or matches. I think it's good to take both, so you've always got backup. Next item is shelter. So you want something that, say you did get into an emergency and you decided that you had to stay out the night, something went wrong, that you've always got some sort of shelter with you. So this is an emergency thermal blanket. It's really good for keeping you warm, and you could also kind of design it into a makeshift shelter if you used wood as well. And it's obviously small and lightweight, it's not bulky at all. If you don't use one of them, you could always take your tent or a tarp with you. If you're camping, you obviously want to take something like that. Next one is tools and repairs. So I carry a multi-tool because it's obviously got loads of different uses on there. And it's obviously got a knife which comes in really handy in case I had to fix something on my bag or a piece of equipment. Also got a repair kit, so I carried my roll mat with me today and I always keep some glue and patches on there in case I had to repair it. Got a little sewing kit, so some mini sewing kit with threads and needles in there for repairing. And yeah, I keep it all in a little pouch so it's all together when I need to grab it. Next one is nutrition. So I just take normal bars like that, snack bars, bananas, you name it, chocolate bars, whatever you like to eat or that energizes you out on a walk. Always take spare food, just in case you did end up having to stay out the night or longer than you expected. It's always good to bring backup food and spares, just in case. Next one is illumination. So as it's summertime, this isn't really important as it gets dark so late, but for winter this is an essential. If you want to go out early in the morning or late in the evenings, this is really good to take. I like carrying a head torch because you can have the light and operate with both your hands, or when you're hiking it's just on your head, and it's nice to have because when you look, the light kind of follows your head movements. The head torch is really ideal. This is the Olight, and I take this a lot of places with me. It's great. Next item is a metal container. So this is stainless steel that you can put on a fire for boiling water, or a water filter as well. I've got the Katadyn little bottle. I think it's 0.6 litres that it purifies, and you just put it into a water source that's pretty clean. It filters while you drink it, but it's also good to take a metal container. Obviously the water filter idea will be a lot lighter than taking a metal container. This is quite bulky as well, but it's good for boiling water. Next item is spare clothes, or another layer, or a waterproof. So it's always good to carry a waterproof, even in the summer. Living in England, it's quite unexpected. It rains whenever it wants, and yeah, it rains a lot, so it's good to carry a waterproof with you whenever you go out. I have a rub down jacket also that I really like taking with me hiking. It's super light, compacts down really well, and it's really warm and comfortable, so I like taking that as a spare jacket with me. But also it's nice to have spare socks, so when you're hiking your feet can get really sweaty and damp, and if you're camping out it's good to change into a spare pair. So there are the 10 items that I personally like to carry when I go out hiking, on a day hike, or even camping. It's just really good essentials. Obviously it can change from what environment you go to, what the weather's like, the climate, that all changes, and what sort of person you are as well. You might like changing things up and taking different things. I think it's really good to take toilet roll with you as well. That's essential. They're my 10 items. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed my hike today. It was really good. It's nice weather for it. The summer's finally here. So I've just got a kind of thin jumper on that's nice and warm. It stands out as well when you're walking on a trail. I think it's a good time to wear bright colours at the moment because there's a lot of hunters around. So when you're walking through the woods, you're nice and bright. And as well as road walking, it's nice to wear bright colours so you stand out. And my trail runners. I really like these trail runners for walking. I think they're great. Boots can be a bit bulky sometimes for me, and can rub quite a bit, especially when you're going uphill. These are really like flexible and breathable. And then I've got thin socks that are breathable, and leggings that are quick drying and that are nice and comfortable. Also on my hikes I like a hat and glasses. I think it's good to protect yourself from the sun, especially now it's summer. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you to all my subscribers and all my patrons. Take care.